Όλη σας η ζωή είναι γύρω από το ποδόσφαιρο. Τι θα κάνατε αν δεν ήσασταν ποδοσφαιριστής ή προπονητής?
I think both of them was amazing time, and of course I enjoy now more in the coach when I start as a coach because I have more success, and I'm very happy in this job, and this is for me the most important. Before I start to be a professional coach, I was in a work. I worked for a company for many years, 15 years. I was not always a professional coach, and I worked very hard to be one day to come in the leagues to be professional. I know the life when I was amateur coach, and I know also now the life how is a professional. But of course now this life I like more.
Πώς είναι η ζωή σας τώρα που δεν έχετε κάποια ομάδα?
Okay, first of all, I decided to take a rest because after 23 years, what I told you before in the first question, I was very, very tired. I fight a lot for my career. I started in the 5th, 6th league. I think not many people know this. And you have every year to bring performance on the pitch, to be better, to go in the next league. And I need a lot of energy the last years. And to come then to this success, to come to also to abroad. Now in Greece was my first team in Atromitos. Before I come in Austria from a small club to Rapid Vienna. And this is for sure not easy. And after 23 years I feel my mentally health was not the best, and I need rest. I need a little bit time for my family, because also, you know, as a coach you never have time for your family, for things in the private life. And for this reason I decided my situation now to stop. And the first 6 months I did it nothing, but now the last 6 months I'm very happy. When I go in a stadium I feel well, and I feel that I'm hungry for a new challenge, and we'll see what will happen in summer.
Like Jürgen Klopp, the same.
Okay, I think this is not now only Jürgen Klopp. This is many coaches now. I read a lot of how to say. I think the football changed last year. The pressure of us, of the coaches, is all the time big. Of course, we are used to this. We decided to be a coach, but the pressure is big. And I think after 20 years, 23 years, you need a rest. You know, I think this is very important also for us.
Από ποια άλλη ελληνική ομάδα είχατε πρόταση?
Okay, after Atromitos, I think we talk with some teams in Greece. I think it's not good now to talk with who teams I talk. This is not so important. First of all, I think it's important now that they know I want to come back after 1 year. I want to work again. I'm hungry. I'm here. First of all, the challenge is now the most important. What the club, what they have as a target, what they want. And of course, I have to feel well in the conversation with the club. I have to feel that the club wants to succeed, and then I think I can talk with the clubs. I think this is not important not only for Greece. I think generally we are waiting to have the feeling that this is the right positioning, the right place for me in this moment. Of course, my name is always in Greece with some big clubs, and I'm very happy for this. I work very hard for this, that I can be in the list of teams like that. I respect this a lot, because it's not easy to be in the list. Yes, now it's a different situation. I want to come back, and this is the most important.
Η Αυστρία θα συμμετάσχει στο Euro, όχι όμως η Ελλάδα. Τι πιστεύετε ότι πρέπει να γίνει ώστε η εθνική μας ομάδα να επιστρέψει στις μεγάλες διοργανώσεις?
I watch every game also from the Greek national team now, especially the last games. Kazakhstan, the last in Georgia. I was very unhappy because I think the chance was big to go to the Europe, and I think what I believe in this team, the team now, because the Greek football improved a lot the last years, and you have young, very good players, and if it's this Tsimikas, it's Bakasetas, it's in front from Panathinaikos, the striker Ioannidis, we have big opportunities now. Giannoulis, what I work with him. You have a great team, and I think this team, I believe that they have chances to qualifying for a big competition. So I was very unhappy because I believe before the game that they will succeed, and in Austria we changed also a lot the last years. We improve very, very much. We have now an amazing coach in with Ralf Rangnick. He can work with this team. He improved a lot. But we are lucky because we have now also in Austria a lot of players in abroad. We play in Germany, in England, and they play not only to play, they are very important players in their teams. It's in Bayern Munich, it's in big clubs, and I think this is now the biggest one.
Αν είχατε πρόταση από την ΕΠΟ, θα αναλαμβάνατε την Εθνική Ελλάδος?
Of course, I think this is one of the biggest jobs, and I respect a lot this job. I mean, to be from a national team, whoever now, a coach. We dream when we were young coaches. We start to dream of this, you know, to go to Europe, to go to a World Cup. I think you cannot be in a bigger thing, and I think this is not only my dream. This is also a dream from other coaches.
Το 2017 δώσατε φανέλα βασικού σε ένα 16χρονο παιδί. Τώρα αυτό το παιδί, 7 χρόνια μετά, βρίσκεται βασικό στη Λάτσιο. Ποια είναι η γνώμη σας?
First of all, as a coach, you are happy to be a part of his career, you know, because many coaches thinking that this coach would work with him, that he do it these things, you know. First of all, Mandas do his things with himself. He was also as a young player he have a personality. He believes in himself. He was always powerful. He never, if he don't play, he was always positive. He was never negative. He worked more. He worked harder, and this is now the result. I think also his family around of him would work very hard with him to help him, to protect him. I mean, football is not only what we see on the pitch. Football is also around of him what happened, and it's for sure not easy. Agents, peoples, he's growing, you know, in the school. It's different if you're a 16 years old guy, or if you're a player in Atromitos and play in the first team, and you come in the school. It's amazing, you know. Do something with the guy, and of course I'm very happy for him that he can manage all these things, and now he take the result in Lazio. We'll see. I hope he can be the first goalkeeper there. It's not easy, but I see he play against Roma for 2 days ago. What to say? Amazing. I wish him also in the next 10 years this.
Με εσάς προπονητή αναγεννήθηκαν παίκτες όπως ο Κουλούρης, ο Άρντα, ο Γιαννούλης. Ποιο είναι το μυστικό σας?
No, I'm happy that I can help players. I think this is my job. I think this is something what is my philosophy. Because I was a young player and nobody helps me. Only when I play well, everybody say bravo, bravo. But you need as a young player a help. The coach have to understand him. You told me now Warda, totally different player, amazing player, but difficult around of the pitch, you know. Giannoulis, amazing guy. What to say? In the beginning, I didn't believe in him that he will have this career, but how he grew after was amazing, and how he worked with himself. And like Mandas, I'm very happy to be a part, 1-2 years with them, and to give him some impulse to be a great player. But now they do everything alone, you know the guys. And one goes to England and one play in Panzeriakos with much more talent. You see how is football, and I like to see all these things.
Σας αποκαλούνε δάσκαλο. Συμφωνείτε με αυτόν τον χαρακτηρισμό?
I must agree, because football coach is a teacher. We have to teach the team. We have to teach not only the team, the fans, the club. We have to be a leader. We have to take responsibilities. We have to stay for these responsibilities. What we want to do. We have to believe in ourselves. I think our job is to be a teacher in football, of course.
Οι 4 μεγάλες ομάδες διεκδικούν επίσης όριστο πρωτάθλημα. Αν σας λέγανε αυτή τη στιγμή να διαλέξετε μια ομάδα και να αναλάβετε προπονητής, ποια θα ήταν αυτή και γιατί?
Every team have his qualities. Every team have his. I don't talk as a fan. I talk as a coach. I talk for my job. You know, this is always difficult. I'm not a fan from some team, but I like the way at the moment how play from the coach. Offensive, pressing. I think if you remember how I play with Atromitos, we have very similar the football idea. I like the coach. How this is more for me. If you ask me, for me it's not the team, the coach. What I like how in the way how he play. I like Lucescu, how he grow. He is a big coach. He play totally different from my philosophy. He play pole positioning. I like the way how he play, and yes. These two coaches now for me are the best, and for the other two teams I cannot say a lot. New coaches, it's very difficult to say. We will see in the end which result they will bring, and then we will talk about good or not good coach.
Αν σας έλεγα να πάρετε έναν Έλληνα που παίζει στην Ελλάδα από κάθε θέση, αυτοί ποιοι θα ήτανε? Εννοούμε τερματοφύλακα, από την άμυνα, από τη μεσαία γραμμή και από την επίθεση.
Okay, we have not only 1-2 players, we have now more players. I like a lot Ioannidis in this shape how he play now. I see the game against AEK last week, Wednesday. Okay, he have a lot of possibilities. He have to do now the next step. Of course, I like Bakasetas. He grew a lot. I know him when I was in Atromitos. We play against AEK. He was a totally different player. Now with a big personality. He was in abroad. He come back. He's captain. He have great opportunities. Yes, I think in the defense, I like, of course, Tsimikas a lot.
On the Greek league.
You talk only for the Greek league. Okay, this is. Yes, maybe in the defense at the moment we don't have these players. We have talents maybe, but not this player, this kind of player to say, bah, I want him in a big club, in a big situation. Retsos is maybe a player what plays in Olympiacos, but he's in a national team, so you need a little bit more. Of course, have possibilities, but you know he have to every year to repeat these things, you know. So this is the point.
And the goalkeeper?
In the Greek league, at the moment, okay, Greek league. I don't know because I know Mandas. He's now in Lazio. It's not fair now. You know, we have some young goalkeepers. Also, the actual goalkeeper is also have a great career outside. No, I don't know now from the Greek league.
Μέσα στους στόχους σας είναι να προπονήσετε κάποια στιγμή μια ομάδα της Premier League. Σύμφωνα με φήμες, είχατε επικοινωνήσει με τον Βαγγέλη Μαρινάκη για να αναλάβετε τη Nottingham Forest. Ισχύει?
Okay, the newspapers write this in England that I'm maybe the next coach in Nottingham. I told you, in the end, it's not about me. Of course, we have talks with somebody for interest. How is your philosophy? What you want to play? How you as a person? Of course, I think everybody who have this responsibility and have a big club, everybody have to see his employee if he is well enough. We don't decide it, so maybe I was not good enough or well enough in this moment, and this is football. But I was happy to be on the list. That I'm maybe a coach for this challenge, and Nottingham is for me a big challenge.
You speak with Vangelis Marinakis or another person of Nottingham?
No, of course I have a personal. One time I have a personal discussions, 2018, with him about, but not only about Nottingham, generally to understand. I think he wanted to talk to me to understand how I am as a person.
Γνωρίζατε τον Τσέριν και τον Μουρκ από τη θητεία σας στην Ιρεβέργη, αλλά και τον Σβάμπ από τη θητεία σας στη Rapid Βιέννης. Περιμένατε την εξέλιξή του στην Ελλάδα?
I didn't expect that Murk will do this career now. I have to be honest, he was not a worker, he was always a big talent, but I must say Lucescu do the big work with him. I told you I don't believe in his career. When I read that he come in PAOK, I think he will not long stay in the Greek football. I know the Greek football. You have to improve a lot, and respect to Murk now, that he improve himself, that he understand what I need to do for football. I have to work. I have to every day train and I'm very happy for him. Schwab was a great player in Rapid. He was captain. He's now captain in PAOK, of course, and The last player we talked for. Cerin was a totally young player in Nuremberg. He was 19 years old. We took him for 1 million in Nuremberg. He was a player for the future in this time. When I left from Nuremberg, he didn't play. He was not ready. But after Nuremberg, he go to Rijeka. In Rijeka, I follow him a little bit. He grew a lot, and in Panathinaikos now, I show the game. He's always one of the top players. Respect. He did his work, and I'm very happy for him.
Την εποχή που ήσασταν στη Βιέννη, είχατε δώσει την ευκαιρία σε μια ψυχολόγο να δουλέψει μαζί σας. Πόσο απαραίτητο είναι να υπάρχει ένας ψυχολόγος σε μια ποδοσφαιρική ομάδα και γενικότερα στον αθλητισμό?
Silvia Moser was my personal coach. I worked with her 20 years. I was 25 years when I started to work with her. In the beginning, I didn't believe in these things, but after, when I work longer with her, then I understand that that helps. I think this is one of the most important things, that you believe in yourself, that we are growing as a child, and we have everybody around of us, our families, our situation, one in a bad, one in a better situation, but you have to understand in what you grow, and I think this is the first step what you have to do. I believe a lot in the psychology way. I think also as a coach, we cannot come and say, okay, we learn the players in a big club. You ask me now for the top 4 clubs, Olympiacos, PAOK, AEK. They can play football. What do you think? They cannot play football. So I can touch them maybe in another way. I can touch him. I touch Varda, psychology. I touch Giannoulis in the psychology, because they are coming like a men's. They are 20 years old, they are men's. I cannot learn him football. But they believe in himself now. Maybe in this I'm okay today. I have also not only Silvia Moser with me, I have in my staff generally always a mental coach, psychology coach, but in a way not to do maybe some yoga things. I mean, I need a coach what can work individually with the player to help him to have power, to believe in himself, to have confidence, because this is the most important what the player needs. And this is my job, to bring the player, to give him this. But I'm football coach and not psychology coach, I have to be honest.
Είστε ακόμα ενεργός στο Facebook και στα social media, και ποια είναι η γνώμη σας για τη διαχείριση των μέσων κοινωνικής δικτύωσης από επαγγελματίες αθλητές?
Yes, it's a part of the life today. I think also you are on Instagram and you are on Facebook. For this reason I stay here. If I don't do this, I will not have this interview. This is a part of the life today. I have to accept, okay, I'm 53. In the beginning was not easy. And I have a company what will help me in these things, and okay. What you want to ask me, it's not good for players or for somebody if you post everything what you are going to do. I mean, I'm on the beach naked, and I put maybe a cocktail in my hand, or some women, or some things. I go in the disco in the evening, and some bars. I think we have to be careful to be with these things, because today, because of Instagram, because of all the social medias, it's for sure not easy, because the people are fans also for some clubs, and they try maybe somebody to destroy somebody, also in a bad way, mentally. And I think also this, you asked me before for a psychology coach, so we have also to talk with young players about these things, you know. I think this is for the psychology coach a big tema to talk with them. So for sure very dangerous if you don't use this for this what you want to do. You have to know for what reason I need social media. Finish. And I do it for my job, and I think this is the point what the young players, they don't know with 15, 16, 17, 18 years, but it's our work now to talk to him, tell him, listen, this, do this.
Συνεχώς σε συνεντεύξεις σας δηλώνετε ότι θα θέλετε πάρα πολύ να επιστρέψετε στην Ελλάδα. Από ό,τι καταλαβαίνουμε, σας λείπει πολύ η χώρα μας. Ποια είναι αυτά τα στοιχεία που την κάνουν ελκυστική?
Okay, first of all, my parents are from Croatia, so I have the Balkan blood in me inside. Of course, I like the way and the culture of the peoples. I don't know. I was now in 5 countries. I work in 5 countries, and Greece is for sure one of the countries what I like, what I love. I say this not the first time. I said this many times. I think it's a package. It's not now special one thing. It's the package. The people's. I have also a lot of respect here. The people's also. I try to be normal with the peoples. The peoples are very normal with me, so they accept me as a person. Nobody said to me very bad words about I was in a Atromitos coach and I won against Ike, and now many times, and they say now maybe bad words. Or I won against Olympiacos, I won against Panathinaikos, against PAOK I was not so. My statistic is maybe not the best, but they respect me, and this is maybe also something what I like. Of course, when we have an interview outside, we have now a shirt. It's also not bad, the food, the people, but generally, I feel well here. So finish. This is the package.